Hey, brief live stream. Black Horseman here. Shout out to the playback. I seen an interview with Tszyu yesterday, and they asking him Tszyu's feelings about Jamel, the undisputed champion in the division that he's in, 154, going after face of boxing Canelo Alvarez at 168. He's also undisputed there, and he wasn't, saying too much about too much negative about Jamel pursuing that opportunity because he did say like when Canelo calls your name, you're gonna you're gonna fight. That's like a lottery. So he understood, but he stands firm that Jamel Charlo should be stripped. He believes that, of course, after this fight with Canelo, that he's not going to come back down to defend. So he feels like the WBO should just go ahead and strip him. But I can visibly see Tszyu is frustrated. He's angry. The guy, this is on Fight Hub, the interview. Y'all can check it out. Fight Hub TV. And he asked Tim, he was like, um, what he asked him, what he think the result of the fight is gonna be. He says Canelo's gonna knock out Jamel Charlo, probably within 10 rounds. He gonna knock him out. I think Canelo gonna knock him out too. But we'll gotta see what's gonna happen. But despite his frustration, like I learned something about Tim Tszyu. Yes, he wants to become champion and things like that, possibly undisputed. He realizes that he might have to fight for all of the belts, and collect the belts like Jamel did. If Jamel vacates, he's okay with that. But one thing about Tim, he still wants to fight Jamel though. Like he is going to chase Jamel Charlo. He said even if that guy go to 68, eventually I'm coming to 68 because he just wants the names. There's something about the pedigree of Australians, man. And Tim Tszyu, Constance Tszyu is his dad. A lot of people remember his dad for the famous knockout of Zab Judah. Was that I call it the Zab Judah leg. He did the whatever dance in there, the chicken dance or whatnot, and shoot, it wasn't really internet era at that time, but he did. If it was, man, that shit would have been super viral, way more viral than what it already has gotten to, over the years. But Tim Tszyu, man, he like I say, he's from seeing his dad fight, from just being around the fight game. Um, he is a true he's a warrior. He's a true fighter, and he wants the recognition for beating Jamel. It ain't just about him becoming undisputed. It's about like, look, this guy was the guy in my division, and I need to beat him so I can get that kind of recognition. Yeah, he wanna run off to Canelo or whatnot, and I can go ahead and keep fighting guys like on the Tony Harrison level or Campo level or maybe fight a Sebastian Fedora level or something like that. He can still fight these guys or whatnot, but he knows that beating these guys is not going to do anything to raise up his stock legacy wise. He wants those meaningful fights. He wants a great resume. He wants to test himself versus the best. And that's the type of stuff I pay attention to. It's not about color. It's not about what geographical location, how you dress, how you talk. It's about what you do, how you carry yourself. As a boxing fan, that's what I respect, And on my side of the street, I call it flame of fame. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's healthy for the sport to have fighters like Tim Tszyu. And I noticed in the comment section of that video, people are very critical of Tim Tszyu. Like, who does this guy think he is? Um, he nobody knows, the casuals, like, and it sucks, because a lot of these casuals, they're just bad for the sport. Um, even those people like Tim Tszyu don't give a shit about y'all, but it's just sad to see that in our sport that people don't even appreciate when we got good fighters in the sport, guys that actually on some big champ shit, guys that actually They don't care how many. He don't care how many knockouts Jamel got. He don't care if they call him the Iron Man. He don't care that he's undisputed. He don't care about that shit. He like, give me my shot. Fuck what y'all going through. All of that Lions only shit. Fuck that. You know, I'm a fan of Jamel, but I like that energy, man. Tszyu was like, fuck all of that shit, homie. I want to fight you. We need more fighters like Tszyu is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's big champ energy. And people got to put some respect on Tszyu. Regardless if y'all think he a angry little Australian or whatever the case. That motherfucker wants smoke. And that's better than what I see a lot of other fighters, especially from my geographical location. I'll keep it real. You know, when I see big champ energy, I salute it from a distance. Like, yup, that Australian right there, he on big champ shit. I hope Jamel get that man a shot. You know, after Jamel get cooked by Canelo Alvarez, hopefully, you know, if he can make it back to 154, get that man a shot. If not, that man gonna chase you. That's his energy, and I respect it. And in pursuit of Jamel, he might get knocked the fuck out. He might. Y'all know how Jamel say, you know, I'm a knockout artist. I knock niggas the fuck out. Shit, you better ask the niggas. That's Jamel. But so what? I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather guys like Tszyu than these Twitter warriors, man. These guys that hardly don't have, they have a shitty resume. They're not trying to fight nobody in their division, and they on Twitter, and y'all like them more than fighters like Tszyu. I don't get it. Shout out to Bruce Gas in the chat. This was just a quick video, y'all. We're gonna probably fire up a live stream for the team to pull up and do what they do later. But we got Bruce Gas, Charles in here, Red Glove, Millie, Boxing Antics. Tszyu was male mandatory before the Castano fights. Male strung Tim along for 14 months. They wasted the promotion, multiple fight dates canceled. Shout out to Johnny Durag in here. And needs 6 months to recover from a hand injury. Yet Canelo fight on the table, and his hand is great. Boy, Johnny in there flaming, bruh. That's the shit I pay attention to. All of that shit that you just put in those two post comments right there, I'm already up on that, fam. And that's why I'm on Jamel neck, just like Tim is. Like, bro, look, you ran off to get that Canelo smoke, acting like your hand was hurt. Now all of a sudden you healed when the Canelo fight is on the table. Like, nah, bro, nah. I've been saying he avoiding this Tim's of smoke. I'ma stand on that until he fight this man. I bet they gave Spence all kinds of credit for beating Ocampo, but act like Tim ain't done shit. Yeah. Even if Mel does come back down to 154, it will be 24 months without a title defense. That's a joke. This man needs a shot, or they need to strip him. Strip Jamel of the WBO belt. He still is solidified in history as an undisputed champ. But and I like the WBO. The WBO has done a great job compared to WBC and the WBA. So I don't want to shit on the WBO, but be consistent. I talked about this yesterday. Be consistent, WBO. Y'all been building a great reputation on enforcing these mandatories. And if there's a fighter from a lower weight class, they can enforce it at the higher weight class when they move up. I like y'all system, WBO, but y'all not. I don't think y'all doing right by Tszyu. Enough is enough. Don't act like the WBC and how they giving Jamal a pass to just get drunk and do Percocets or whatever he's doing out here and giving him a pass. We don't like that shit. Have some consistency, man. He said Black sounded just like Jamel. Well, you know, when you hear these interviews from these cats, you know, this is UGC, we pick it up. But that's how you be, man. I know niggas the fuck out. The smelly sauce, and I don't even believe Tim gets step around money this time because Mel is fighting outside the division. That's foul, bro. Railroaded. Blackout, what's up, homie? What's good, Black? I'm just passing out, catch the playback. Yeah, man, this was just a quick one anyway. Canelo made Jamel's hand great again. He was born ready. As soon as Canelo fight was on the table, now his hand is recovered. Hill Promotions. The way Jamel did Tim is exactly how Josh Taylor did Catterall in the rematch. Strung him along for over a year and ended up picking a more popular fighter in Tito. So boxing community, man, y'all make more awareness about this Tszyu smoke that Jamel swerved. You know, some of y'all may disagree, but so what? That's how I feel about it. Tszyu swerved was swerved by Jamel, man. Jamel's trying to go for the big bag, and he know that losing to Canelo is not as bad as losing to Tszyu. Somebody who not a whole lot of mainstream people know, but boxing fans know about him. Hardcores know who the hell Tszyu is, and we are not gonna act like this man has not been waiting patiently for his opportunity to fight the champion. Okay, by way of the WBO. And in this particular situation, he will be able to fight for all of the belts, you know. But Jamel want to do some, you know, circus thing. You know, even though some of y'all think it's a real fight, I just think Jamel's gonna get his ass kicked, and it'll be all for nothing. It's just like if you go in there and get cooked by Canelo, then what? Come back down and probably get cooked by Tszyu because you already beat up. Nobody gonna turn down a lottery ticket from Canelo. I understand Tim is frustrated, but his business politics plays a big part in boxing. Big problem we have, right? Boxing addicts. Shout out to Hawk. Hey, I'm out, man. Thank y'all for tuning in for this one. I'm the Black Horseman. Catch y'all on the next one.